Patterson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Detroit! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
From the gun, Patterson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Gun!
Operating from the gun, Patterson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
New York set to take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action. They'll throw. Forced out. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And Ingram holds it in. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now let's go.
They'll drop the throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw to Barkley on the check down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll set up a throw. He finds Beckham complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. This is caught, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Rosas now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Look at this spin.
Balance.
And some room to roam now. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking to throw on second down. Patterson throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on third down, Patterson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. First down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on second down. Patterson. Throw left side complete. It's Black. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Hot.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gun. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Black. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw. Patterson escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Off play action. Patterson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot! Hot!
From the gun, Patterson. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Here we go now.
Operating from the gun. Patterson wiggles, and down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Back to throw. Patterson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Now let's go. 3-19.
From the gun, Patterson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. As his guys are in for 6. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
And he's able to get it out of there. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Colts on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Patterson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Well, they go with a slant that time. 15 yards and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 1st down. Patterson throwing left side here, and it's complete. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Patterson. His throw caught. What about the 5? And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Patterson flush to. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are in for 6. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one. That puts him in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, Your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Well, that score you just added on the board will energize them, or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Throwing to start the drive. Patterson, wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, Patterson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the fourth. Extra point safely through. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Runs through the contact. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
3-19.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Back to throw here. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green.
They'll look to throw here. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he spins past him and into space. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. In for the score. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, Patterson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 1st down. Patterson, wide open receiver, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney. Set. 3-19.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And on the ground they go with the running back. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
To throw on 2nd down. Patterson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good-headed steam going.
On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And they're going to lose some on this play, being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be fourth down. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And New York set to take the field. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. They have gone to the fourth quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. Looks like he'll throw here. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here we go now.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Colts, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
You